In a world where 90% of the wealth is owned by 1% of the population, the money just runs around from one company to the other. But do you know, not every billionaire knows how to manage money? Yes, in the world with more than 3,000 billionaires, 56% are tech nerds having almost no idea of the actual money market. This creates a vacuum of knowledge, and many times the money flow gets uncontrollable, and they finally have to take expert advice. Here is where the quantitative finances enter. But what actually is quantitative finance? Quantitative finance, better known as mathematical finance and financial mathematics, is a branch of applied mathematics concerned with the mathematical modeling of the financial market. In short, this is the field of finance that makes studied predictions of the market with the help of computing research and mathematical modeling skills. Several around the world think it to be part of stock manipulation, but in reality, this research and predictions are the reason many people across the world trust them with their money. Several investing players like D. Shaw, WorldQuant, World Sigma, Quantitative Management Association have to prove it's worth giving out its maximum profit. And today, we are gonna talk about WorldQuant. WorldQuant is a quantitative investment management firm headquartered in Old Greenwich. This firm, which today manages around $9 billion worth of investment, was started as a competition. The story of WorldQuant LLC begins in the year 2007 as a quantitative investment management firm spun to Millennium Management in New York. Before stepping his foot in quantitative management, Belarus-born founder Igor Tulchinsky had worked at Millennium as a portfolio manager in 1990. Pursuing his interest and focus on statistical arbitrage, he decided to set up his own Millennium. With his warm behavior and team management, Tulchinsky's team of researchers and competitive traders joined him at WorldQuant. The new firm still continued to use the old Millennium corporate infrastructure and trading platform. After this, WorldQuant was unstoppable, as by 2014, they had $1 billion worth of assets to manage. Considering the workload and looking out for new joinees, WorldQuant started an experimental competition called WorldQuant Challenge. The closing date of this challenge went on getting pushed ahead because surprisingly they had 30,000 participants by the year 2000. Even though running the competition year-round was not actually the plan, this competition went on running for an entire year. Contestants were allowed to use their WebSim platform, an online financial management tool which indeed enabled them to create their own algorithm, better known as alpha, in an effort to predict behavior in stock market. The challenge resulted in 7,000 active users on the WebSim platform by March 2017, and with 450 of those users hired as a part-time researcher. With a super fast growing company, they were successful in being able to manage $4 billion worth of assets of Millennium's funds, as 400 employees worked day in and day out, which actually equated to 15% total in AUM, assets under management. WorldQuant's business for years looked entirely based on research and predictions for the stock market. Thousands of data sets to so-called trading signals. As explained by the Wall Street Journal, a separate team was developed just to focus on portfolio development and management shorting and turning them into models. Many such models are constantly adjusted to manage funds. Today, this company has 18 offices and around 450 researchers, portfolio makers and technologists. But the story of WorldQuant doesn't end here. In February 2017, WorldQuant actually started a WorldQuant Accelerator, an online independent portfolio manager which can help them in order to compete with other open source trading platforms, especially Numerai and Quant Connect. At the time of launch, it had 15 new independent teams ready for use with a planned outline of doubling the profit within 2 years. The new platform allowed WorldQuant to use technologies such as backtesting, and impact modeling. The platform provided access to the trader to actually control their own portfolios, which actually ended their dependency on portfolio management companies. But wouldn't that reduce WorldQuant's business? Actually not. They not only earn with their platform, but the consumer reliance on the WorldQuant managed more than $5 billion for Millennium Management. Although WorldQuant has never published performance numbers publicly, Wall Street Journal reported in 2017 that the firm had never had a down year.